Hello, welcome. This is going to be an exercise video for those with reduced mobility, so performed largely sitting in a chair. We're going to start off with a warm-up for 10 minutes just to get you ready for the exercise. We're then going to do an exercise, a main section to raise your heart rate and work on your muscle strength, and then we'll finish with a 10-minute cool down. So hopefully you can follow along as we go. I'm going to start off by setting myself up here. So I have a chair, a nice comfortable stable chair to sit on. Ideally there should be arms if you can get them. Okay, and have a table beside you with all the bits and pieces you need. I've got some tins of beans here, so they're a good place to start with. Okay, have a bottle of water and have maybe the window open, and then you're ready to go. Some nice comfortable clothes. Right, we'll get started. So nice and gentle. So hands by the side, and we'll just start marching. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Belly button's pulled back to the spine, and the shoulders are back and down. Nice and relaxed. Just getting started gradually. Okay, so you see my feet just gently coming up off the floor, not banging them down, just nice and gentle. I'm going to take that into some toe or into heel digs now. Just dig the heels, slowly extending the leg. Don't lock the knee out, just extend and back, extend and back. Just mobilizing the joints, getting them warmed up, get your muscles ready for what's going to come next. Okay, again, still all nice and gradual. Come back to a march again. Knees up a tiny bit higher this time. And we're going to start taking the legs out to the side. So leg out to the side, out to the side. So warming up the side leg muscles now. Still sitting up nice and tall. Keep the chin tucked in so you're not straining the neck. And just breathing nice and evenly. So in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Shoulders are staying relaxed. Don't overreach with the leg now, just so you can sit nice and comfortably in the middle and stretching the leg out to the side. Do a few more. 3, 2, and we're going to come back to a march in the center again. So nice and slowly with the legs. They're coming up a little bit higher now, the knees, but still controlling the landing of the feet. Good stuff. We're going to warm up the muscles of the back of the leg now, so take the knee up, stretch the leg out and pull it back. Lift the knee up, out, pull it back. We'll do a few of them. Try and stay sitting up nice and tall while we're doing this. Don't lock the knee, out, slight bend, pull back. Like there's a rope attached to your ankle and you're pulling it back. Up, out, pull back. Do a few more. 3, 2, and then last one. Out and down. And we're marching again. Knees a little higher. Good stuff, keeping an eye on that breathing. So for your warm-up, you should be still well able to have a conversation. It should be very nice and gradual. I'm going to start adding in the arms now, okay, just to get the heart rate up a little bit more. Swinging the arms, nice and gradual again. Good. In through the nose and then out through the mouth. 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're going to start with the heels now. Back to the heels, dig the heels, again not locking out the knees. We're going a little bit faster than last time, but this time we're going to add in the arms. So let's start with the bicep curl. Dig the heels, and let's add the arms in. Good stuff, that's it. Up to the shoulders, release the arms down. Still keeping an eye on that breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Check in with the back. Are you sitting up nice and straight? And shoulders relaxed. 3, 2, and let's come back to a march. Still keep the arms going, so the heart rate is going up nicely now. We should be feeling nice and warm. And that's it. Swinging the arms, the knees are up. Still controlling the landing of the feet. And up we go. We're going to take it out to the side now. So let's get the leg actions first. Leg to the side and back. Leg to the side, not overreaching, you should still be sitting nice and in the middle of your chair. Let's add the arms in. So leg out, arm out. Leg out, arm out. Good stuff. So just to shoulder height, no higher. And if there's any shoulder problems, let's take a bend at the elbow. A bend at the elbow. So while the arms are moving, your shoulders still stay relaxed. Keep them down. Great. Last two. I'm going to straighten my arms out again. But if there's any shoulder problems, you keep them bent. Work to your own pace, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Great. To a march. Keep those knees going. Swing in the arms. Looking forwards. Keep the chest lifted. Shoulders down. Knees up. So back to working the hamstrings now, okay? So leg up, out, and back. Up, out, pull back. Good. If you can add in some arms with this, let's have the arms out, pull back. As the leg goes out, the arm goes out. Leg goes out, arm goes out. You keep your balance now. Stay towards the front of the chair, keeping the belly button pulled back to the spine. Only take the arms out so far as you can still keep your balance. Leg up, pull back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Pull back. Good. We're marching. Let's go. We're coming towards the end of our warm-up now. Well warm. Muscles ready to go. Heart rate risen. Good stuff. We're going to do some mobilization stretches now. Okay, so let's get the shoulders done first. Like to still keep the legs moving. We've worked hard to get the heart rate up. Let's not let it drop now. Keep the legs going. So nice big circles. And again, when the arms are moving, the shoulders are still relaxed. They're not up towards the ears. Nice big circles. Let's change the direction now. Right around. Nice big circles. And if you can straighten the arms out and do the same actions, but with straight arms. So nice big circles, and then reverse the direction. Getting the shoulder muscles all warmed up. Good stuff. Okay, so moving on to legs now. Okay, so take one leg out. Because this is our warm-up, we're only going to hold the stretches for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, come back up. Bit of a march in between. Knees going, arms going, opposite leg now. Point the toes, dig the heels, coming forwards. Chest is lifted. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a few of them just to get the backs of the legs warmed up, the muscles ready for our main exercise part. Dig again with the heel, hinge forward, chest is lifted. 3, 2, 1. Up, 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 keep marching. So each time we're going down to the point of discomfort, you should feel a stretch at the back of the thigh. 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Last few, one each leg. Dig the heel, coming forwards, chest lifted. 3, 2, 1, and again. Dig the heel. 3, 2, 1. Last time. Good. Back to a march now. Keep those knees up and the arms are still swinging. Check the belly button still pulled into the spine and you're sitting up nice and tall. Okay, so keep the feet planted for this part, just some mobilization of the neck and spine. So take the ear over towards the shoulder, towards the shoulder. 3, 2, nice and gentle controlled movements, going to your own pace and back to keeping the feet moving. Good, good, good. That's it. And just one for the spine. So let's take one hand, move it down the leg of your chair. Make sure you're nice and stable. You go to your own pace now. Keep seated and then take the top hand up. Good. Stretching out the spine, reaching up as high as you can. Chin is tucked in. Feel you're sitting in the middle of your chair and on both of your sit bones. 3, 2, 1. Somebody's pulling you up from the top hand, up it goes. March in between to keep the heart rate up. That's it. Good. Nice quick march. And the opposite side. Let's take the hand down the leg of the chair and then the opposite hand up, reaching right up. That's it. Stretching out all those spinal muscles. 3, 2, 1, and sitting up. All right, let's get those heart rates right up for the end of our warm-up. Let's get a tug of war going on. The knees are up, we're pulling the arms. Nice and lively now, but still going to your own pace. Good stuff. And let's finish with some swimming. So right forward, right back. Keep the legs going. So we're also stretching the chest and the upper back here with this one. Right to the front, right back behind. Good, only going so far forward that you can still keep your balance. My feet are still going, and my breathing is still under control. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last few strokes now. Those of you who can't go out to Salt Hill at the moment will get our swimming in here, okay? Good stuff. And 3, 2, 1, and that's our warm-up finished. It's important now that you keep the legs moving while you have a drink of water before we move on to our next section. Okay, keeping those feet moving and the hands going good. We're moving on to our main conditioning component now. This is where we bring about changes to your heart and lungs and also to your muscle strength. So this is going to be 10 minutes long, and how we've structured it is that we're going to do 2 minutes of cardiovascular exercise. That's where we work on your heart and lungs, and then we'll do 1 minute of a recovery exercise to allow you to get your breath back and to work on your muscles. Okay, so 2 cardiovascular and 1 muscular exercise. Okay, so imagine you're in your living room now, okay, or your kitchen or wherever you're doing this, and I want you to identify a stable surface that you can hold on to while you're doing these exercises. I'd like you up and out of the chair if you can, but if not, you can follow along and do these in the chair as well. Okay, we're going to get started on our first cardiovascular exercise. Keep the feet moving, chair out of the way, make sure you have a nice clear surface. Okay, legs to the side, hands up. Good. Legs to the side, no higher than shoulder height. And if we need to for balance, you can always hold on to that kitchen counter. Legs to the side, or whatever you have that's stable in front. And working to your own pace. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. And if you want to alternate between holding on and doing it independently, that's fine. So this is time for a minute. You pace yourself for a minute. Testing every now and then. You should be able to have one line of a conversation, but not really more than that, to make sure you're in the right zone for improving the health of your heart and lungs. Nice bend in both knees. And back to a march again. Okay, we're going to move on to our second one. So let's find your support. And we're going to take the heel back towards the bum. Okay, good. And if you have your balance, let's add in those arms as well. Every now and then, if you need to just make sure you have your support there, have your support. But otherwise, let's get the arms going and the legs going. Nice and stable. Good. That's it. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Slight bend in your supporting leg. And make sure the first thing to move is the heel moving back towards the backside. That's it. And again, perfectly okay to alternate. Holding on if you need to. Last few seconds now. Okay, and we're back to our march. We're moving on to our active recovery. So let's get our chair again. We're going to take a seat. So I have some tins of beans. You take whatever you have handy, tins of beans or a bottle of water. Let's keep those feet moving. Hands are down by the side. We're curling those weights up towards the shoulders. Nice lengthening of the arms. You don't want to lock out the elbows, but do lengthen the weights all the way down to your full extension of your arm. In through the nose and out through the mouth. So you want to have about 3 seconds to bring the weights up, and then 3 seconds to bring the weights down. Sitting towards the front of your chair, and let's keep that belly button pulled back towards the spine. Good stuff. That's it. So this is getting your breath back. This is called your active recovery. So it gets you ready for the next section, but also working on the muscles in the front of your arm. That's it. Last few repetitions now. 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Let's get our weights back now. Keep those feet moving. We're going to move on to our squats. So these are great for the front of the thighs. Great functional exercise. So sit towards the front of the chair and let's sit up. And then down. Up and then down. Sitting back as we go. Crossing the hands across the chest. Up and then down. Good. Breathing out every time you push up. Just touching and then push. If you have any pain, I just want you to work to your pain-free range. So it's just going down to here and up. Start with that. Hopefully you'll build up a stronger range as the muscles develop. Sitting back, push through the heels, stand up nice and tall. Push through the heels and down. Do look forwards. Keep the chest lifted. Breathing out as you stand up. Down and up. Touch, push through the heels. And there we go. Back to a march now. Holding on to your support again. Keep the feet moving. We're going to move on to calf raises. So rolling all the way up onto the balls of the feet. Push up and then down. onto the balls of the feet, up and down. Great. Feeling this in the belly of your calf muscle now. Some great functional exercise as well to work on balance and your important calf muscles at the back of the leg. Look forwards, keep the chin tucked in and the belly button pulled back to the spine. All the way up onto the toes, back down again. Push up and down, keeping your breathing nice and steady. Up and down. Good. Using that support. If you do want to challenge your balance a little bit more, you can take your hand away knowing that support is there if you need it. Okay. Back to our active recovery again. Hope you're all working hard. Let's get the tins of beans. Feet are still moving. We're going to move on to what's called our lateral raises, working the shoulder muscles. Out to the side and down. My feet are still moving. We don't want that heart rate to drop. But do get your breath back. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep the feet going, that's it. The weights don't have to go any higher than shoulder height. Just to shoulder height. Keep the chin in. Belly button pull back to the spine. Our timing is 3 seconds up and 3 seconds down. Nice, slow and controlled. Great. We're all nice and glowing now at this stage. We're flying. And last few repetitions. 2 and 1. Let's get our weights back now. Placing them back there. Very useful. Tins of beans. And we're going to go back to our cardiovascular again. So step it forward, punch it forward. Good. So just to shoulder height again. Keep the shoulders back while you're doing this. Don't feel you have to follow your arm out, okay? Still stay sitting nice and neutrally with your spine. Push the arm out and then follow with the toes. Punch and back, toes back. Good. Right forward. And back. Keeping the breathing nice and steady. Fantastic. So if you feel like your breathing is getting a bit too heavy, just pull it back. And likewise, if it feels too light, just take it up a notch. Punch a little bit quicker. Do try and control those punches so the shoulder doesn't go forward. Keep the shoulders back while the arm goes out. Great. Last few punches. 2 and 1. Fantastic. Keep the legs going. On to our next cardiovascular exercise. So follow with me. Let's get the knees up and the hands up. Knees up, hands up. I want to just get the knees first of all. Okay. No coordination sometimes can be. And let's get the hand to touch the knee, touch the knees. Touch the knee. You can get the speed when you get the coordination. Hand to knee, hand to knee. Still sitting up nice and tall. Great. Fantastic. Hopefully you won't have to have as creaky a chair as I have while you're doing this. A nice bit of music in the background can make the time go nice and quickly, okay? So put on your favourite lively songs, crank them up, and then get moving, okay? Good, arms nice and high, knees up nice and high, but you're staying nice and neutral in the centre, okay? Your head is looking forwards. Back to a march, you're doing fantastic. On to our next active recovery now. So another one for the shoulders, okay? So beans are down by the side, and up and down. I'm saying beans like spaghetti is just as good, or peas, or rice pudding, or whatever's in the cupboard, okay? Bottles of water can be quite good as well once you can get a good grip on them. Let's get the elbows up to the side. Great. And have a quick check now. I want the elbows higher than the wrists. But the shoulders are still down while the arms are moving. My legs are still going. That heart rate is still up. Brilliant. All the way up. Breathing out as you lift the tins of beans. All the way up and then down. Up and down. Nice, slow and controlled. Getting your breath back. Up, and then down. Up and down. Great. We're going back to a march. Get those knees up. Up. Okay, so I'm going to do this march for 2 minutes now, and that will bring us to our 10 minutes. And what I would like you to do then is just to gauge how you're feeling. If If you think, okay, that was enough for today, that's enough for today, follow on to the cool down. Likewise, if you're like, okay, I have a bit more in me today, do it a second time. That's it, or maybe even a third time. So you're aiming to get 30 to 40 minutes of this conditioning-like exercise done in your session, okay? But you do have to go to your own pace when I'm not there to kind of see how you're doing on an individual basis. Okay, so listen to your bodies. So we're looking for 30 to 40 minutes, as I said. This is a 10-minute block. So you either stop with the 10 today, if this is enough, or you do it twice, 3 times, etc. But always finish with your cool down, which we're going to follow on with next. Okay? You have to make sure you're getting a little bit out of breath. The feet are going, feeling nice and warm. Good stuff. And as I said, with that music on, it will go quickly, okay? All right. Alright, just coming to the end of our main conditioning phase now. It's going to take it to the cool down, where we do the opposite of what we did in the warm up. We're going to start cooling you down, getting the heart rate lowered, and just returning the muscles to their resting state, okay? This is important just to reduce your risk of any adverse events after exercise, okay? So it's an important section. I'll take you through it step by step now. So we still nice and high with the march. We don't want to come to an abrupt stop, so we're going to gradually lower the heart rate down. Still swinging the arms and knees, are still up. Let's dig the heels again. Dig the heels. That's it. Still nice and lively. I know you're coming towards the end. So if you have a slower song to put on now, maybe now's the time to stick the slower song on just to slow you down a little bit. Okay? So keeping an eye on the breathing. It should be starting to slow down a little bit. And let's take the legs out to the side. Out to the side. Again, staying in the center. The legs are the only thing that move, and the arms are just to shoulder height, or bend at the elbow if there's any issues with shoulders. Great, and then let's take the leg up, pull it out, up, and using the arms as well, up, and then pull it out, up, extend, and pull it back. Great, so we're using arms and legs here, which increases the heart rate, so still doing a little bit of work, up, out, and back. So we're going to start taking it down now, so let's go a little bit slower. The arms are still with us, but we're all moving a little bit slower now. You should feel a noticeable change in your breathing, okay? That's it. So just congratulate yourself on doing a bit of work, doing your bit for your cardiovascular health, your muscles, your bones, your joints, etc. So it's very important, particularly if we're doing a lot of sitting at the moment, that you do mobilize your body, okay? Good for the mental health as well. Great. Let's take it out to the side. So not as big a range, and slower. That's it. Out to the side, out to the side. Great. Still staying in the center. Nice and stable. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. It's important to monitor yourself every time you do this. Every day is different. Particularly at the moment, there are ups and downs throughout the day. So you may not be able to do as much as what you did today, tomorrow, or alternatively, you may be able to do more. Okay, so just take it each day as it comes. That's it. We'll go back to a nice gentle march again. Nice gentle march. Okay. Leg up, out and down. But again, slower and not as big of a range. Arms out, leg out, pull back. Nice and gradual. Great. Out and back. So you should be feeling a general reduction in your overall perception of how much effort you're putting in at the moment. Getting nice and light. Leg up, out and down. Last few, up and down. Stay in the center of your chair, and nice easy breathing, up, out and down. Let's march it again, but slower. So we're going to take it down another notch now, so just following that lovely ramp, okay? So let's get the hands out. Get the hands on the legs or on the chair, whichever is more comfortable. Great, not too high with the legs. Good. Even just let's take it to a bit of a roll up onto the balls of the feet. Rolling up and rolling up. That's it. Last few. 3, 2, and 1. Leg out to the side. No arms now. Let's get the arms out of it. Legs to the side. Not too big of a range. And no arms. Great. Center of the chair. Nice and tall, sitting up still. Don't forget all these basics now as we come towards the end. again, not a full range, and no arms. So just gradually lowering that heart rate down. Out, pull back, up, out, and back, up, out, back. Great. So hopefully throughout you've been taking some drinks of water, just some sips as you go along, and just at the end of the session, just get a good carbohydrate, so pasta or rice or potato-based meal into you just to replenish the fuel stocks as well. Okay. Also, don't start your exercise on an empty stomach. Just have a little bit of something in you about 2 hours before the exercise, so a small snack. Okay. Let's keep the feet moving, but we're nice and gradual. Okay, we're going to move on to our stretches. So we're just going to roll onto the balls of the feet while we do our upper body stretches. Okay. So rolling up onto the toes, up onto the toes. Great. So let's stretch the chest out first of all. Let's get the 2 hands, get them on the hips, keep that belly button pulled back so you're not putting strain on the lower back. Gather the elbows in, roll the shoulders back and down, and like somebody is moving your elbows together, so they're not out to the side, the elbows are being gathered in. And you should feel a nice stretch across your chest. Keep the feet going, just rolling up onto the balls of the feet to keep that pump working in your legs, getting the heart back or the blood back to your heart. Great. Keep the stretch active though. Don't just hold your arms there. Every time you breathe out, you're moving your hands a little bit closer together. Keep the shoulders relaxed and the chin tucked in. Last few seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Great. Slowly release. Point the fingers down to the floor. Let's revolve the palms forward and back. Still keep an eye on that breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Stretch the upper back now, interlock the fingers to the front, my feet are still going up on the tippy toes, revolve the palms away, stretch the arms out, and it's like you're pushing a wall away in front of you. Keep the shoulders relaxed and the chin in. Good, push that wall away, feeling a stretch between the shoulder blades. Every time you breathe out, you move your hands forward a little bit more. Great. 3, 2, 1, back to a march again. Good. Just rolling onto the balls of the feet. Stretch the leg muscles out now. So unlike the warm-up where we do the stretches a bit more dynamically, we're going to hold these for about 15 to 20 seconds just to increase the stretch in the back of the legs. Let's dig our heel. Toes are coming up towards you. Hands on the bent leg. Push to straighten the spine, the shoulders are back, and we're going to hinge forward. Stay looking forwards so the chest doesn't drop all the way down until you feel a bite at the back of the thigh. And then hold, breathing from there, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now as you breathe out, can you release a bit more tension and lower the chest a little bit more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice, slow and controlled. So it's important you don't hold your breath during your stretching. That doesn't allow us to stretch. Last one now, in through the nose, and then out nice and slow, all the way down as far as you can go. Hold for 3, 2, 1, push. March, nice and gentle in between. Stretch the opposite leg now. Pull the toes back just to get the calf muscles involved as well. Hands on the bent leg. Push to straighten up. Hinge at the hips. All the way down till you get to your biting point, wherever that is. Make sure the leg is straight, but not locked. Look forwards so the chest stays lifted. And then in through the nose and out through the mouth. Every time you breathe out, can you come a little bit lower? Nose, and as you breathe out, you release some more tension and then drop the chest a little bit more. Last one, all the way out, and then holding for 3, 2, 1, push, and let's go. Gentle march, just rolling onto the balls of the feet. Onto the balls of the feet. We're going to do a gentle rotation now. So let's keep the feet stable for this and we won't keep them moving. So take one hand and cross it over onto the opposite thigh. Take the other hand and roll it behind. Good. So the shoulder of that back hand, try and move it back. And then you're just going to move that back shoulder behind you a little bit more and have your gaze follow that shoulder. At the same time, you're pulling on that thigh at the front to help increase the rotation. Nice and stable in the front. 3, 2, 1, slowly release. Gentle roll of the feet in between. And we'll do the opposite side. So take one hand onto the opposite thigh. Gentle pull on that just to help you sit up nice and tall. This back shoulder now, take the back shoulder back behind you and your gaze follows that shoulder. Gentle rotation of the spine. Pulling up on that front thigh to help you keep it sitting you nice and tall. Both feet planted, and every time you breathe out, and you move that back shoulder back a little bit more. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly release. Good. So gentle shoulder shrugs now to finish. Rolling onto the balls of the feet, shoulders forward, up to the ears, back and down. And then change the direction, back, up and down, back, up and down. Great. Just enjoy the release of those shoulders. You can do these at any time, okay? If you're feeling any tension in the shoulders. Okay, well done. That's your seated exercise session finished. Good stuff.